All right, everybody, so I just got back from my local thrift store, and unfortunately, because they were about to close, I didn't get a chance to show or film anything, but I thought, hey, I still found some pretty cool stuff. And of course, I always find the coolest stuff when I'm not showing it on film at the thrift store. So anyway, so two awesome, really cool hats that I ended up finding. Me and my mom were in the hat area, which I recommend everybody goes to check out because you never know what you can find. Back in, I want to say like 2010, 2011-ish, when I was going to middle school, it was the trend for everybody to have these character hats. I feel like a lot of people that were high schoolers or middle schoolers were wearing these really cool hats. I know everybody in the general public was also wearing these, but very cool. So I found this really cool Kermit the Frog hat, and it is licensed in Muppets. Let's see if we can go like that. There you go. So in the same area, we found this really cool Cookie Monster hat. So it's a flat hat as well with his face on it. And then on the inside here, again, sorry for the lighting, but on the inside here, you can see Cookie's eyeballs, Sesame Street logo right there. Everybody, so a couple of fun physical media items that I found at the thrift store today were some pretty cool things. First up, we have It's a Big World. I know a lot of you guys have grown up with this show, and you've expressed to me how you love this show, and it meant so much to you. It's pretty much like the cousin to Bear in the Big Blue House. I unfortunately did not grow up with this show. I know it came out in the middle of 2000s, and I know I've done actually a video on this about where the puppets are. So please go check that out if you haven't seen that. But very cool to have found the physical media copy of It's a Big World. And if you may or may not know, Peter Lind voices the sloth guy right here, the guy who also puppeteers and voices Walter from the Muppets. But yeah, the show was about the environment and all this other stuff. And what's really cool is when I went to shake this, at first I thought it was a loose DVD. But no, it's actually, as it says right here, you get free. But it says you get free plant seeds inside. Shake to hear them. So that's what you're hearing right there. They have plant seeds inside, and this thing is sealed, which is cool. They wanted to teach kids about, why taking care of the environment is important, and planting trees and seeds and all that type of stuff. So very cool that they gave you your own little pack in said DVD. Ended up finding this while we're in the same thrift store. This is Jim Henson Video Presents Muppet Sing-Along, and this is a Billy Bunny's Animal Songs. So very cool. It's a Muppet Sing-Along VHS. And then there's Billy Bunny along with several other Muppet characters right there. As you guys can see, there's Kermit, but there's that. So two forms of physical puppet media. All right, guys, so up next, we have this really cool, not puppet-related item. I found this Phineas and Ferb Guide to Life. This is pretty cool because I know Phineas and Ferb, they're going to actually release a new season on Disney+. Hopefully, everything is on the up and up. Nothing weird. Flip through here. Shows you different characters and different things like this. And it's pretty much like a little guide to life, helping you, or as a kid, helping you with your daily life of the things and problems that you face, just like Phineas and Ferb do. Everybody remembers this show, But Ugly Martians. I believe it was on WB Kids, maybe 4Kids TV. I could be getting it wrong, but found this very cool chapter book. It says The Big Bang Theory, But Ugly Martians. Very cool. It's got several other characters on there. Here's the back. There's that. And then several other characters, the stories of the characters from the show inside. But I actually was able to get a physical copy of this show on DVD at my local thrift store as well. So we have that. I just started collecting these. If anybody remembers the PBS show Wishbone, the little dog that would go on adventures and stuff like that. And if you remember that show, kudos to you. But this is a Wishbone Mysteries Case of the Impounded Hound. You know the story. And Wishbone is trying to crack that case. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know if anyone remembers the Rubba-Dubbers. This also, from what I remember, was a show that was featured on HBO Family. Maybe you guys don't remember it on HBO Family, but for some reason I do. I could be remembering that wrong, even though right here it also says that it was featured on Nick Jr. Hit Entertainment released it. So I couldn't really name a lot of these characters for you guys because, again, this is like a vague memory to me. There's that. Some of the bathroom toys. And we have this as well. The show, again, I apologize about the glare. That and that. We have this very cool Muppet Christmas Carol VHS, and you're like, okay, Justin, that's cool. Don't you already have this in your collection? Yes, I do. Is if you turn it over on the back here, this was a little Muppet, pretty much a picture book, a Muppet Christmas Carol picture book that was slipped right into the back of this VHS. So I don't think that is supposed to be back there, or maybe someone just did that as part of the thing, or was this released at the time like that? So we're actually going to take it out and give it a look. It says starring Jim Henson's The Muppets, and the book belongs to so-and-so. As you go through it, yeah, there's pictures in here from the Muppet Christmas Carol. So again, it's a miniature picture book. Anyone feel free to leave a comment below letting me know if you were around during the release of Muppet Christmas Carol, if they did this in several different VHSs. And if not, maybe someone just said, hey, you know what, I'm going to slip this in because it goes together. So pretty cool. Again, a lot of pictures from the movie. But this is not Puppet related, but if anybody remembers the Stuart Little show, the cartoon show, I'm drawing a blank on the network that featured it. I want to say PBS as well, but I could be wrong. But this is from the Stuart Little cartoon, and this is a picture book that we found. I grew up on the original Stuart Little movies, so how can I pass this up? Jimmy Neutron. So I have a really cool Jimmy Neutron collection. I have a really cool Jimmy Neutron book collection, I should say. And this was another book. This is another book that's going to go into my Jimmy Neutron collection. It says, Thanks a Lot, Robo Turkey. So you got everybody in Retroville running, and there's Jimmy and Cindy dressed like pilgrims. And if you go in here, the imagery in these books are always awesome. They're more in a cartoon type style, but very cool. And then there's Sheen, Jimmy, and Carl dressed in their Thanksgiving costumes as they defeated the Robo Turkey. Again, big fan of Phineas and Ferb. This is a older Phineas and Ferb book when the show was still on air. It says My Funny Valentine from the hit Disney TV series and includes stickers. And what do you know? All the stickers have not been removed. Here are some very funny stickers with Phineas and Ferb. You got Perry the Platypus. You got Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And like I said, just got back from the thrift store. So if there are some stickers placed throughout this book, yeah, whoever owned it before had a really good time. And then there's a little advertisement in the back letting you know to watch it on Disney XD because it was originally on the Disney Channel and then they moved to Disney XD, which was originally Toon Disney. Also, guys, ended up finding, well, shout out to my dad. He ended up finding this really cool Fraggle Rock book, a Fraggle Rock book starring Jim Henson's Muppets. So there are the Doozers by the Muppet Press. And what's really cool about this book, it doesn't just feature them. It features also all the Fraggle Rock characters, which I think is really cool. And here, there they are, like they are on the show, with their little younglings. And then here is all of the Fraggle Rock characters, kind of trying to either assist or help them out. And yeah, it's pretty cool. There's Wembley. Up next, once again, shout out to my dad. He ended up finding this really cool Sesame Street Bert and Ernie's Greatest Hits CD, where actually he has another case, so don't mind these bruises or, scratches in this CD. We're going to trade it out for a better, we're going to trade out for a better CD because that shouldn't be happening. It has several of their greatest hits. We found this very cool Blues Clues, Blues ABC Time Activities. I do remember playing this when I was a little kid, when Blues Clues was out and about, the original Blues Clues, not the new one, of course, because it says CD-ROM for Windows. And I do remember playing several of these games. I don't know if you can see it. But I do remember playing several of these games on my computer as a little kid. We had a lot of computer games growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s. And this is another case that's going to be getting, we're going to be putting this in a better case because that shouldn't be happening. Once again, not puppet related, but I thought this was pretty cool. This is the Video Now SpongeBob SquarePants DVD. If anybody remembers Video Nows or a Video Now, pretty much if you don't know what they were these little portable video players where if you had the one that only played in black and white, that was fun with car rides, trying to see the image in the dark. But also, if you remember later on, they released a colored one where you can actually see things in color. So you weren't like, I can't see it. So there's that. And then, of course, here were all the shows. I actually remember having a few of these. And yeah, it was pretty much like having the phones we do now, but you were able to watch all your favorite Nickelodeon shows and even, I believe, some Disney Channel shows. That's how small the CDs were. I can't believe, I think as a little kid, I thought they were bigger, but yeah, that's how big the little compact CDs were. So you guys are probably going to get tired of me sounding like a broken record, but this is also not puppet related, but I grew up with this Playhouse Disney show, and maybe some of you did too. This is the Koala Brothers, if you remember them. This was a claymation stop motion animation show for kids. Very educational. Here's Frank and Buster Koala. So it's pretty cool. So this is a very like interactional book. You can interact with it. So it's like they have these little puzzles that you can help create and make throughout the picture book. So there are the brothers right there. We have Ned. You can help make a Ned puzzle. And we have Mitzi, the possum, which actually didn't look like a possum, but I guess that's how they look in Australia. And we got Archie the crocodile. I remember Archie. Very cool. All right, folks. So yeah, this truly is a haul. So I know I probably showed you guys this before, but this is Muppet puppet related. I actually found this earlier on, I think last year. This is a Muppet Treasure Island coloring book. So much cool imagery from the movie with the different Muppet characters. As you can see, hope I'm not making anyone too dizzy by doing that. A little bit it's been colored in. So it is what it is, man. You get stuff from a thrift store, and thank the Lord that a lot of this stuff is not colored in, and it's still in great condition. So not puppet related, but I thought this was very cool. This is a party centerpiece when the Bugs Life movies, Disney Pixar Bugs Life was released, and we have the two characters right here. So if you had a party, you could use this as the centerpiece. So you see there's like a party birthday hat right there with Flick on it. There's some cups and some napkins. But to have these centerpieces is super cool, super nostalgic. Again, sorry for the glare, but there's Heimlich doing his like karate moves, and then there's Flick giving you his iconic thumbs up. That's what it looks like. So once you take it out, and then you kind of cut it out of here, kind of like a puzzle, and then it's a centerpiece for your party guest and you to enjoy. All right, guys, so then the find of the day, I apologize for the glare in advance. The find of the day was this very cool, and I actually have it on my kitchen counter right now. If you can see, this is a big poster. Disney's Kim Possible, of course, very nostalgic. If you grew up on the Disney Channel in the early 2000s, middle 2000s, late 2000s, or you grew up with ABC Kids, you probably remember seeing this show. So yeah, we got Kim Possible, Ron Stoppable, and then we got Rufus right here. And it's really cool here in the corner. We got Shigo, Draken, and I'm forgetting this guy's name, but I'm pretty sure someone's going to correct me in the comments. It's a monkey bad guy man. There's no secret password for life. It's just one mega mission after the next, figuring it out as you go along, no big. Just to show you the size comparison of how big this poster is, here's me, and then here's the poster. So it's pretty much like a wall poster. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know where this poster is from. I thought it was cool because it does remind me of, either when you go to Disney and they have these posters on like I think it's the Esplanade area, or that could be cool. This is also one of the posters as well. Or was this just a random poster you could buy at Walmart at the time? But either way, it's cool and such an awesome nostalgic find. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this awesome Muppet, puppet, and nostalgic thrift store haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was so much fun finding this stuff. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite item that I showcased here. What brought back some nostalgic memories for you. Check out the video on the screen. I know you will enjoy it, and I will see you over there. Until next time, thanks again for watching, and have an awesome week, day, month, or year, whenever time you're watching this or seeing this.